Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to a slightly special midweek 180. I'm joined by my very good friend, Mr. Joe Achilles, because we're here today at Podium Place. This is Tuesday. We're recording the very first episode of the Drive Talk podcast. In fact, we've literally just recorded it.
We have. It's been awesome. It's a bit nerve-wracking to start with.
Really nerve-wracking. But the most amazing thing is we've also just clicked over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
It's just crazy.
Which is wicked.
Yeah.
The announcement only went out last night. So massive thanks to anyone who subscribed. If you haven't done so already, then I'll put a link below and you can kind of do that. So I'm not going to do a timer on this week's Midweek 180 because I've got Joe and we can have a chat about what we're up to. But I will do the housekeeping. We need Leader of the Pack and the Magnificent Seven. It's the important thing.
We do.
Last week, Leader of the Pack was Mark C. Haven't had one of those for a while. Well done, mate. Joined in the Magnificent Seven by Francois G.
Oh, well, how unusual.
I mean, he's got to be there, right? Michael Kember, Gary Matthews, Kevin D, Ed Moses, and Rod Matheson. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my Leader of the Pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent Seven. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Ian Roper, because he just fitted mud flaps to his Kia Niro.
Oh, was he inspired by your?
I hope they were red.
Yes.
Because you've got mud flaps on your M3 Touring.
I have. They're quite subtle though compared to yours.
Flaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Now then, last week's question was Haynes manual. Have you ever used Haynes manual?
I have, but not for many years.
Yeah. When I was doing that stuff with Mulgari last week and actually got my hands dirty and changing suspension on the car,
I saw that.
I remembered about Haynes manuals and how brilliant they were.
Yeah.
There were some amusing Haynes manual stories. I like the baby one because they did a baby Haynes manual for expectant dads.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
how to look after a baby Haynes manual style.
Brilliant. Well, I suppose they've had to evolve, haven't they, with everything else?
This week's question was, how many of you subscribed to the Drive Talk podcast?
Yes.
1,000, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe more now,
Yeah,
actually.
maybe more. Yeah. What's the latest? Let's do an update.
Computer
if
says...
If it's not gone up from 1,000, we'll be gutted, won't we?
Yeah. So it was 1,000.
Refresh.
1,005.
Yes. Excellent.
1,005.
Wicked. Formula One news. So should have been the Chinese Grand Prix this weekend, but it's been cancelled. So we've still got a few weeks away from Formula One. You were at MotoGP in Portugal the other week.
I was, and there's a MotoGP in Texas this weekend.
So watch MotoGP instead?
100%, yeah.
It's probably better racing than Formula One, to be fair.
It's very close. Yeah, I couldn't call who's going to win this year, so yeah.
Good. All right, we'll watch that. Excellent. Now, I wanted to give a shout out to Track, Road and Race. So I did a track day with them last year. They're the guys, Sussex Road and Race, who make some of the best road going and track minis. They also do track days. I did one at Castle Combe, but they've got a track day at Goodwood. Now, doing track days at Goodwood is quite tricky because there aren't that many that normal members of the public can go to.
Yep.
So doing one at Goodwood. Now, it's quite expensive to hire out Goodwood. So price-wise, it's on Thursday, the 25th of May. I'll put a link in the description below if you're interested. It's £495 for the day, but it's very low numbers, and that also gives you a free extra driver. Lunch is included, driving tuition is included, but you need to book that on the day, and they've also got mechanical support as well. So if you want to go for a track day, they're a really lovely bunch of guys. They generally don't allow idiots, which I don't know about you, when you do a track day.
So you're not allowed to go then?
I'm not allowed to go.
Oh, okay.
I can't actually go because I'm working.
I might be going.
He might be going.
But it's like you said, and Goodwood in general is just a great circuit. It is scary, but once you get your head around it, and the low numbers, because they're limited as to how many people can be out on the circuit at the same time.
Exactly.
So you're not intimidated by other people.
Yeah.
But they're great, and the minis, well, I can vouch as a passenger. they're very good.
Brilliant.
And very fast.
So if you're interested, I'll put a link below. Highly, highly recommended. As I said, they wanted to give them a bit of a new shout. I have a new car arriving this week.
Oh.
Well, a long-termer. It's arriving on Thursday. Don't you know what it is? But I'll.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And then I'm taking it on a road trip next week, which should be interesting.
Yes.
And then this Friday's video at 6, I've just literally said goodbye this morning to a Lexus RX 450h.
Yep.
Plug-in hybrid. Tracy and I took it to Cornwall at the weekend. Did 500-600 miles in it. Very interesting car.
Nice.
Really not. I mean, proper mile muncher. It was nice.
Yeah.
Sonic Copper was the colour. It was a bit in your face. But so that's Friday at 6. And that's it. That was easy. That's a midweek 180, mate. That's all you have to do.
You got anything to add?
Happy Bendham, you want to... So yeah, big shout out to Podium Place where we are filming the podcast. We'll be filming them always here. We are going to take it on the road, but this is our main hub for filming the podcast.
If you like your coffees and your food, but if you like your coffees, which I do, they do some of the best coffees ever.
Really nice.
And there's lots of stuff to look at in the cafe area.
Yeah.
We're in the private
we're in
area.
the Podium Paddock.
Yeah, the Podium Paddock, that's the one.
And then this is all our new podcast gear, which costs us a fortune, but looks really cool.
It does.
Which we're learning how to use.
Not all of it cost us a fortune.
No, it didn't.
You actually held the bit that
Well, yeah, I was going to say, massive shout out to Joby and Manfrotto for supporting the podcast with kit, because we've got the most fantastic kit bag.
We have.
And these very cool mic stands, they're dead cool, aren't they?
Yeah, very cool.
Anyway, so this Friday at 6 is my Lexus video, but this Friday at midday is the first Drive Talk podcast.
Make sure you tune in.
So it will be on YouTube. You can subscribe using the link below, or it will be on any podcast platform. So the way podcasting works, you upload it to one site and then it goes to everywhere basically. So Apple, Spotify and Google, and wherever you get your podcasts, you should be able to find it, hopefully. It sometimes takes a few days to filter through, but you will be able to find it. And we'll be doing one of those every fortnight for now.
Is it really sad that I already want to listen to it?
Yes.
But you will as well.
I used to listen to, when I did Cycle Sunday podcast, I used to listen to myself.
Yeah.
But we'll see on those. So tune in on Friday, midday. We thought we'd do midday so you can listen to it on the way home.
Yep.
And then you got a whole weekend to listen to it as well.
Yeah.
And then my video on my YouTube channel at 6. When's your next video coming out?
At some point. Probably Saturday, but I don't know what that is.
All right, mate.
Yeah, I'm not as organised as him, so yeah.
But we'll see on that one. For now, we're going to go and get some lunch, and then we're going to record episode 2.
Awesome.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Fist bump.
Boom. Ease and out.
Cheers, guys.